Hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. So look forward to spending time with you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodness, we have a lot to cover today. Before I get started, the questions will be in the description box for anyone watching later. Hello. You can go down, you can click right on the timestamps and go to exactly what you're interested in, so you don't have to listen to me jibber jab. And 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. It's actually a cornerstone of the whole business. Black and Orange is a part of Book Art Media. And in the afternoon, we have creative sprints over on the Book Art Media YouTube channel. So bring your creative stuff because the world needs your creative energy. Okay. We have excellent troll slayers. Thank you. Thank you. Kristen went above and beyond, bringing just the best headlines. Thank you, Kristen. And there are other topics too we're going to be covering. So I did that. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to juggle a lot because I've been working on this calendar of both astrology and trying to gather dates on when important like court cases are going to court, like court dates, and when things are due by. So a combination of the two. And trying to get a sense of, what to, what's going to happen tomorrow, on Wednesday. So yeah, Wednesday the 6th, we've got a new moon in Libra. So a start, good time to start things. But Pluto's also going direct. So all that energy about power that's been backing up, right now it's stationary and it's going to start going forward again. And the following day, Thursday, we have Venus going direct, and we have the sun is going to be in the exact same place as Mars. So that's a lot of very, very, very forceful energy. You have all the power of the focus on power that is Pluto starting to move forward. With love and what you want, with Venus moving forward, and then that powerful energy of the sun and Mars forward. It's all forward momentum. It's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, Wednesday and Thursday, but we're still in Mercury retrograde. So some of that Mercury, that information stuff may stay back, but the rest of this is. So that, and I've started a binder here because I'm me, and or I'm trying to organize information, astrological information on specific things like Ghislaine Maxwell. I worked out an astrology chart for the January 6th Select Committee. So I got, yay! It took me some doing, but I think this is the right one. Because it really came into being in a real way when Nancy Pelosi announced it. And it turns out she announced it back on June 24th during her normal press briefing. But it's according to C-SPAN, thank you, C-SPAN, it was exactly, she started a minute early, so it was at 10:59 on June the 4th. So I've got a chart here, and so we'll have to compare it to Trump and all of this kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's coming up. I also and I finally found that chart information on Kristen Cinema. She does have a birth time, so we hopefully will be able to work some stuff out there. So I printed out stuff, and I've got to organize it. So that's there. How long did I live in? How long did I live in West Virginia? And no, I did live in West Virginia for off and on growing up, so I'm not making fun of people from West Virginia. I went to guys, I tell you about I went to that British school in Holland. Well, did I tell you guys about how literally like a month after I got there, there was some special on TV in the UK about small town West Virginia? They were interviewing some guy, and he was, I mean, this was like caricature, because they were talking to this guy, and this guy was like, this is my junkyard. This is my junkyard. Oh no, this ain't a junkyard. This here is my salvage yard. And my salvage yard, I inherited it from my granddaddy and my daddy, and I will give it to my son. And the son was there. He was like, this ain't no junkyard. This here is a salvage yard, and I will inherit it from my daddy. Okay. And there was like the wife or mother or what have you, and she's there this is 1989. She's got these leopard print stretch pants on. And this here ain't no junkyard. And so they find the grandfather. This here is a salvage yard. They find the grandfather, and the grandfather's just like, I hate that junkyard. So I walk into, I mean, come on, I go from West Virginia to I'm hanging out with, basically I'm going to school with ambassadors' kids, some of whom are wearing like designer, like named clothes and stuff. I walk into school the next day. I am not kidding you. Somebody said to me in this exact accent, Sebastian, that there ain't no junkyard. Okay. Cindy, when do you find the time to do this work? I don't. That's the thing. That's why it's kind of chaotic. But I'm just grateful to be here. Were you a military child? No, my father was in sales. So, chemicals. So, plastics and then chemicals. Got to turn the fan on. Hang on. There's so much to do. The days are just packed. Okay. All right. So, but we'll get to the questions. Maria, I'm afraid I don't do readings on specific medications. I'm just concerned it smacks too much of medical advice. I'm sorry. Why am I feeling, is it just the blue? Why am I feeling like I should use the Aquarius Tarot? I haven't used the Aquarius Tarot in ages. All right, very high on the weird level. Using the Aquarius Tarot today. It's really hard to see their faces, but this was actually, I believe this was the first deck not this exact one, but this is the first deck I ever bought, was an Aquarius Tarot, because I loved the kind of, somewhere between Art Nouveau and Art Deco. Mostly Art Deco, but maybe arts and crafts. Yeah, but anyway, I feel like I should use this. Kevin says, hey, scrap metal's going for over, is it $10 per 100? I have a load in my truck as we speak. I love salvage. Oh, I don't mind it was just being confronted with that as a, oh gosh, how old was I? 16? 16-year-old. I'm in a foreign country, in a foreign school, and so excited and so nervous and trying to make friends. And I walk in and it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, Grisha. I don't do personal readings. I just do political stuff here. Sorry about that. Mandy says, or call it recycling. I know. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying they were making fun of me. Okay. Gosh, I like this deck. This is a replacement, but I don't know what happened to the original. I liked the original. I don't know why I would have gotten rid of it. Maybe something happened to it. Okay. John says, I've got a load of bare copper wire. I'm rich. Yeah, if you've got copper wire. Yes. What was that? Tris, dang it, your nails. What's wrong with my nails? Something wrong? My friend Sarah helped me. It's like, Sarah, help. What this? What about this? No, it needs to be more gray. No, that's too peach. What about that? Linda, yes. Yellow Submarine. John Francis, bare copper is going for $3.50 a pound in my area. Copper is expensive. Okay. So we are starting with Corey Lewandowski. 12 minutes in. I can't believe I need to read on this. News is that a Trump donor says to police, Corey Lewandowski claimed to have killed people. Oh, Tristan, you're pretty. Thank you. Really? Did he really? Or is it just metaphor? See, I just want to assume all this is metaphor. Thank you, Citarina. All right, Corey, do I want to go near this guy's energy? I'm gonna hide. I'll hide down here. All right, big jerk, where are you? Ooh, somebody's bigly mad that his secrets are coming out. And then when he gets around person, it's like a sudden shift. It's sudden like changing gears, complete change of gears. When he's like railing and angry, and then like someone comes near him, or it's right now, and he's just like, oh yes, lovely, this is great, yes, because he wants to prove to everyone that he's not unreasonable. And then they walk away, and he's just like blankety blank 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 blank. Corey, I hate to ask this, and I really don't like you guys grossing up my cards, but this is what I do here. Have you given anybody the big dirt nap? Just wondering. Hello, Lynette. Oh dear. That would be justice. But we know he's in legal trouble. Oh, it's been in with my lovely faint. I think it's because it's been in a container with sage. Yeah. It's like, oh, it smells nice. Thank you, Stephanie. That would, I feel you. 9 of Swords. That's a lot of legal worry. 9 of Pentacles. Yet sitting pretty. Temperance right in the center. Like I said, fine, yes, okay, is nobody around? Empress, oh, me too. And the Magician. He thinks, this is he's the Magician, he's the important one. Magician versus Empress. This is number 1 of the major arcana. This is number 3. And this Temperance card in the center, which is number 14. I always forget I know Justice is 11, Strength is 8, because they get switched in some decks. But yeah, Justice is 11. But this is Temperance. And if anything, Temperance is backing up this woman. This is Mr. Sitting Pretty, who thinks that he's just going to pull a rabbit out of a hat and everything's going to be fine, but he's got a lot of legal worries. Okay, well, he's in trouble. He's in legal trouble. DDN, for a minute, I thought you might be getting messages from the smell of the cards. I've gotten strange smells before, but no, just nice. M. Kelpie, my son had his catalytic converter stolen off of his car in the driveway. Oh my gosh. Man. Corey, let's do 3 cards. Have you, yeah. Page of Wands. His head's kind of bowed, you can't see his eyes. Judgment. No. No. Judgment. Death card in the middle. Republican planning. Anybody else got some cards handy? No. No. Entertainment only, YouTube. Isn't he the one who was abusive to Hope Hicks? Was accused of being abusive to Hope Hicks? I thought Lewandowski was putting his hands on a donor's wife. Why did he think he wouldn't be in trouble for that? Because I'm getting... King of Pentacles. He thinks he's all that. Yes. Oh, dear. 5 of Swords. Insult to injury. 5 of Wands. Chaos and trying to stir up chaos and confusion. 7 of Wands, leaving him on the defensive. There's the Empress again. And that page of when he was younger. I keep getting when he was younger. Judy came in. Namaste. Namaste. Could use some peace right now. Yeah, this Knight of Wands is kind of hiding stuff. Okay. So is Lewandowski, how much legal trouble is Corey Lewandowski going to be in? I thought Hope Hicks was seeing 3 other Trumpsters while in the White House. Each were accused of abuse. Thought I heard something about that. Hello, kitten. Yeah, there's some really nasty energy here. Yes, there is. There's some really nasty energy. So how much, Colleen says, I got the Fool card. What does that mean to you? Is that I do what I want, or is that don't be silly? Please let me know. Hi. Some people are just awful. Yes, they are. Some people are awful. They do not understand. They do not understand the concept of energy. No, they do not understand the need for positive energy. Like I need my little positive energy generator right here. Yes, I do. Because he's a good boy. Yes, he is. And you're so good. And you're so precious to me. Yes, you are. No. Oh man, this is potentially really, really awful. You gonna lie down? No, kitty butt. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I try to. Colleen says, I think he was just blowing smoke. Okay, let's hope so. No. He's not nice. I think we can all agree with that. Boo-boo. He's a good boy. It's hard for me to say, oh no, that's not something he would do, considering the raging that I'm getting. He's got some serious anger problems. Maybe he meant people's careers. I hope so, Linda. 3 of Cups. Hi. He's been in more than one, potentially, entertainment only, grading on the collective energy. Not 100% accurate, but this is saying he's been in more than one abusive relationship. Okay, just calm down. Calm down. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Hanged Man. He's going to get in trouble for it. Queen of Wands. And back to this Page of Wands. Something he did when he was younger. Or something he did that was underhanded. He's going to be in trouble for something. But I'm not necessarily getting, going down from murder 1. I'm not getting that. Hi, what's on the ceiling, dear? Is that your fur? If I do this, right, and I just do this, little bits of fur fly up in the air, and he starts chasing them. I love you. Anyway, all right. B. Grace is more worried about Bannon. Holly says he has an explosive temper. I believe it. Oh. Judy says blowing smoke like 45. No kitty butts. Oh, here, good boy. Just lay down. Yeah, okay. Well, see, Torino, anger management problems don't go away. Not without That was some serious work, and I'm not getting him putting in the real work to change that. Okay. Well, that was awful. He's still pretty rotten. Tracy says, and so many commented that Lewandowski, quote, always does that, unquote, by so many at the event. Why didn't they stop him? Dave, there's an idea. Okay. Yeeks. Wow, that was terrible. Let's go to Alabama at 26. Then we'll come back to Trump. 26. Hi. How you doing? Ooh, so Alabama has taken their COVID money from the federal government and they're using it to build prisons. So Kristen had the question, will Alabama be told to repay the COVID money? The COVID funds, after saying they're using it to fund building prisons. Really? Don't have any people to take care of? Really? Nobody with that illness anywhere in your state, huh? Are they gonna have to return that money, sweetheart? What do you think? It's okay. Alabama. Alabama, are you going to have to return that money? Well, there's disappointment. That's medical disappointment. Like, aren't you supposed to be using this for medical stuff? And you're just basically wasting it when it comes to, I don't know, a pandemic? Kind of important. Die. Kitty approved? Yes, Kitty approved. 7 of Cups. Oh, they think it's a bunch of I'm guessing in Alabama they've got a whole bunch of people who are in power who are saying, oh, it's a bunch of nonsense. It's not real. 8 of Pentacles. So on the right, they're working. Hierophant. This is the government. Queen of Swords, that could be some legal questions. 3 of Pentacles, but we're just using it for the common. We're good. We're going to build prisons. They're definitely going to look at that, but I'm not getting an answer right now. I got the first part of it. It's like, is this what's really happening? Yes. I wasn't asking if that's what's really happening, but okay, sure. I guess it's good to know if there was something else going on that. What do you think? What do you think? He says, I'm tired. Right, Janelle, the money should go to healthcare workers and hospitals. Exactly. It's horrible, Janelle. Yep. So, Alabama, you have to repay this money. Knight of Swords. That's law enforcement. I mean, basically, could be DOJ. Could be. So I've got a hair in my mouth somewhere. DOJ could be. It's this somebody holding somebody accountable, and I've got, and just to make it clear, there's a justice card right behind them. So, yeah, there's going to be some questions about that. So, 3 cards. I'll go for the reading. Suspension. Page of Wands. That's that right-wing messaging. And the Emperor. Stop using it to build prisons and start telling the truth and holding the leaders accountable. Tebra, wow, your color coordination right down to Boo Boo's and Kitty is awesome. Yes. Yes, I was dyeing his hair this morning. Okay, you're tired. Yes, you are. Come on. Up we go. I know, but you're tired getting. You're tired getting. There you go. All right. So they're going to have to MKLB worse, private for profit prisons. So you use taxpayer money to build something that a private company is going to make all the money from. All right, now on to a laughable bit of news, 3130. Trump, that's laughable right there. Trump wants Pulitzers awarded for Russia collusion reporting revoked. Pulitzers are awarded for Russian collusion reporting. He wants those Pulitzers revoked because that's what Trump has said, therefore that's what should happen. Yeah, because the Pulitzer people, they're just, yes, sir, Mr. Trump. Please. Andy, it's good to be a grifter. So, Pulitzer going to revoke any of these Russian collusion prizes, Pulitzer Prizes. Ace of Wands. Oh, that's Trump trying to control the narrative, trying to swing his influence. Hermit, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing. No, not a chance. Notice he is the Hermit. He's very isolated. He's suing Twitter to try to get back on Twitter. There's somebody else on the far right, who's suing Twitter to try to get back on Twitter. I read an article this morning. Somebody was saying they think that Trump is trying to get back on Twitter because he doesn't feel like he can win the 2024 election without it. Don says, if they can revoke Pulitzers, can they revoke pardons? I like how you think. All right, so the Pulitzer people are going to hand out more Pulitzer Prizes on stories in future, on stories about Trump and Russian collusion. I think are people going to uncover more and win Pulitzer Prizes even more in the future? King of Swords. I think it actually might be, it could be, but it might be more legal stuff, more the legal side of things uncovering than, but Seven of Wands, so on the defensive. Five of Wands, trying to stir things up. Two of Wands, communication. Nah, I'm not getting that, actually. I'm getting this thing's being uncovered, but this is pretty small potatoes compared to the legal stuff that's coming for Trump. Okay. 35. Talk about somebody who deserves a Scorpio over the glass death stare. Ontario Independent MPP Randy Hillier, Lanark-Frontenac-Kingston, a former PC party member, now encourages constituents to harm politicians Monday by pouring hot tar on them at the legislature. There was a tweet. The tweet was deleted. There are screen captures. So, Randy Hillier, you lovely human being, gonna face any consequences for calling for such things? Lawyer says he's my representative. Is he normally like this? Ugh. Randy Hillier, what's going to happen to you? Governments. Knight of Swords. That would be some people knocking on your door. Excuse me, sir, we have some questions. This is a hangman. Don't do that. Don't do that again. Seven of Cups. Oh, it was just rhetoric. It wasn't real. That's a whole lot of mea culpa backpedaling. So is this what this guy's really like? Anything more serious than just backpedaling and I. Ace of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Six of Swords. So, Brenda, some things just shouldn't be said. Yeah. Kevin says, are we sure he's not from Texas? Yeah, but Texas representatives who were that bad, would they really suggest tar? Really? Teresa says, I wish the authorities would just arrest people who make threats, treat them like they treat you or me. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Exactly. Exactly. Unbelievable. I'm assuming he's still in power. Independent encourages. I'm guessing he's still in power because I'm getting some political, like he just handed gifts. He just handed a gift to the opposition. Run that. That's going to be like instantaneous advertising against him. So it's I've just got backpedaling. Don says Trump mania has turned differences in debate to destroy and death threats. Thank you, Marby. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okie dokie. Man. All right. So next we have at 40. Jamie Raskin. We like Jamie Raskin. Jamie Raskin threatens Trump allies with sanctions if they don't comply with January 6 subpoenas. one thing there was something I saw in the chart for the January 6th commission. I don't think I can find it quickly enough, but I could have sworn there was something about let's put it this way. Make this very simple. January 6th Select Committee. Think of it this way. Okay, that's a symbol. That's a symbol for Mercury. So communication, right? They're all about communication. This is in this is in the 10th house of status and what you do in the world. Okay. Communication. Let's see this blue, there's a blue line here. And it goes down to Saturn. Saturn is about forming things. It's about structure. It's about doing things the right way, hard work, right? So communication and hard work, truthfulness, really. Very positive aspect between the two. Neptune here, which is art and spirituality, but can also be lying. There's a red line between communication and this kind of fantasy. In fact, there's a red line going down to what they emotionally want and need, the committee as a whole. It's very antagonistic toward this kind of fantasy, blowing smoke, but very, very happy with the forming truth, sorting things out. I thought that was interesting. So anyway, Ghislaine, yuck. All right. Jamie Raskin. Oh, the sun card just popped out. Hello. Oh, in the tower. They're not messing around. I'm so glad to hear that or see that. They are not messing around. So, January 6th Select Committee going to hold people accountable if they try to, I don't know, I can't be there. I've got a thing. I don't have to be. I'm sorting my socks. Fool. Thou shalt not try me. January 6th Committee. Yeah. Hanged Man. Right up front, I'm getting a oh nay. Nine of Wands. It's feeling beaten up by the Trump era. Wheel of Fortune. TikTok. Five of Pentacles. You're going to be out in the cold. Knight of Wands. There will be some people who do try to duck and dodge and play games, but right up front, they are not. They've been through the Trump wars. That's why they went after some of these big people early on, because they knew it would end up in the courts. It's like we've been through this before. We know this game. We're just not putting up with it. You have this amount of time. If you don't show up, if you don't give us the information we're asking for, you're going to be in big trouble. This is poverty. It can be sickness, but this is being out in the cold. There's still some jerks who will try, though. Let's see what happens to the idiots, the fools. The fools. You are tired. Yes, you are. Yes. Are you having trouble sleeping? He's like, yes, you should come sit on the great chair of happiness with me. I should be able to sit next to you on the great chair of happiness and snooze. Yes, because you're a good boy. Thank you. So January 6th Select Committee, are they going to? It's okay. Okay. Okay, sweetie. Good boy. So January 6th Select Committee, are they going to hold people accountable? Feels like they're going to nail people to the wall legally. Wheel of Fortune, tick tock. These are the deadlines. Kitty approved? Somebody's tired. You're tired. Yes, you are. And when you're tired like that, oh, now we're swiping. No swiping. Come on, with your Halloween blanket. Yeah, I know. Come here, sweetness. TikTok. You have a deadline. 7 of Wands. So these people on the far right being on the defensive. A King of Cups. The Democrats questioning. Temperance. That temperance doesn't feel like temperance. It feels like these people realizing they better just go along, because he's pretty steely-eyed there. You can just see somebody on the select committee just looking down at the people testifying with that look in their eyes, like, yeah, that temperance doesn't feel like it's the King of Cups there. I like this. This is great. For all these years now, feeling like the Democrats couldn't do stuff, or they couldn't grow a backbone, or they couldn't whatever. They can't. Nice. Rob says suspend them too. Chad needs the company. I like that. 2 of Pentacles. Ooh, that Republican energy getting very wobbly. Ace of Wands. 6 of Wands. This is all about January 6th. 6 of Cups. Yep, the story will be told. Who started it? What was it supposed to accomplish? What was it supposed to do? The people who, excuse me, the Democrats and the people who were huddled together, hiding on the day. All right, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Hang on. Okay, I might have to pin this back if it keeps going forward. Okay, thank you, Alicia. Yeah, the Aquarius deck, it's lovely. All right. So, having asked that, at 49, Steve Bannon. So, Steve Bannon has until this Thursday to respond to his subpoena, the 7th. Actually, I think a number of them do, but let's ask about Bannon. He's happy to blurt stuff out. If you can get him somewhere, he'll just blurt it all out. But how are you going to respond to the subpoena? Evil Steve-ul, as Sienna calls him. Evil Steve. Thank you, Joldy. Steve Bannon. There's this lovely woman on TikTok, a lovely young woman on TikTok. She's from New York, and sometimes she'll play up her New York accent. And one of the things she does on TikTok is, with all the pandemic that's been going on and everything, is you'll run across one of her TikToks will come up, and she'll be like, okay, mandatory crust check. When is the last time you had a shower? When is the last time you ate a vegetable? Bannon, he needs like a crust check that goes on for a long time. Page of Cups. There is a level at which he's an emotional little boy. That's the energy I'm getting off of that. Oh yeah, and Bannon's shock troops. Yeah. 7 of Wands. So on the defensive about the far right things. Here's a Temperance. Oh, okay. This feels like compliance. 4 of Pentacles. He doesn't have the money, or he doesn't want to spend the money to go into court forever to try to fight this. Devil card. 10 of Cups. This is very happy Democrats. He doesn't want to fight it. And this is the heart of darkness right here. Let me lay it out for you. He isn't the 15th? Is it the 14th? Bannon's going to have to testify in front of the committee, January 6th Select Committee. But it's like the 15th for Mark Meadows and one or the other. I can't remember exactly. This is not working. There we go. That's better. All right. There's a lot to juggle when you do this. There. Hi. Okay. Heart of Darkness. And you know he just blurts stuff out. Bannon in the hot seat. Yes, Kathy Anderson. Stephen is 7 polos. 7 popped collars. Tell me you did not emotionally mature past the 80s without telling me you did not emotionally mature past the 80s. Oh, Dave says he thinks his great intellect will turn the committee fascist. Good luck with that. Right at that. Bannon never got out of the original version of Miami Vice. Excuse me. He just mixed it with Highway to the Danger Zone. I love you guys. Oh, I think this might get interesting with Bannon. It might get interesting. All right, 54. And here's a concept. Glenn Kirshner was on a... we might come back to the shock troops thing, but right now let's move on to Kirshner. Glenn Kirshner, he was on a radio program. It's not actually in one of his videos on YouTube. He was on a radio program, and he suggested that performing a citizen's arrest on Trump, quote, what are we left to do? How could you do a citizen's arrest on Trump? He's got Secret Service protection for the rest of his life. Citizen Trump. So is someone going to perform a citizen's arrest on Trump? John says Kirshner is getting very impatient, as we all are. I can understand that. Hanged man. Impatience. We're fed up with it. He's still swanning around. There's no. Calm down. Calm down. There is no reason this man should still be swanning around after everything he's done. Cohen has gone through almost all of his time in being incarcerated for something he did for Donald Trump. So why Donald Trump wasn't arrested the day he left the White House is beyond me. And now it's October. Then there was a January 6th insurrection. I mean, well, technically he left office on the 20th, but never mind. I'm not picky. Then there's the whole January 6th thing. We're waiting. Kevin, I like that. Secret Service are citizens too. Hope springs eternal. I like that. Oh, the emperor. Yes. Because that's what our country's based on. One person being king-like. 8 of Wands. Just the emperor does what he wants, and he does a lot of it. There's the Empress. All of this just hammering on America. Knight of Cups. People protecting Democrats actually protecting the realm. Yes, please. 10 of Wands. Burden. Well, this is America, but... Oof. By the way, do you know there's a Wikipedia page that's nothing but a list of court cases Trump is facing? There's a whole great big list of them. I had the page. I've got the pages here somewhere. I've got to print out a current copy. But yes, thank you. There's a lot. But citizens arrest, the legality of that. And what are you arresting him for? Yes, I do wish, I agree, Linda, that I wish the DOJ would just say, hey, Glenn, want a job? Citizens arrest on Trump isn't going to happen. 2 of Cups. People working together. It's not going to be like one person. It's what's going to bring Trump down is various people working together. And seriously, go to the Google. Oh, great Google, we beseech thee for information. List of Trump court cases. No, where is it? What is it? It was right here. Here it is. List of lawsuits involving Donald Trump. All right, I haven't printed this out since last year, but hard to see. Oops. Over on Wikipedia, list of lawsuits involving Donald Trump. It exists. And even back a year ago, it went on and on. Trump is a plaintiff. Trump is a defendant. Lawsuits around anti-LGBTQ policies, lawsuits around potential legal violations, lawsuits around the U.S. Census, lawsuits around Trump's political campaigns, lawsuits around potential misconduct and assault, lawsuits around financial manipulation and employee payment, environmental concerns, COVID, all current pending prosecution. Yeah. Temperance, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Working, working, working. Yep, we just have to be patient. That's all this is saying. So, all right, we'll be patient. But people are working on it, and that's what's important. 101, where are we? Okay, let's read on. Has anybody heard anything that has come out about the Pandora Papers? See, Torino, I feel that way too. Breaking, huge leak of financial data expected today. The Pandora Papers. ICIJ's teaser has a graphic of Dubai. Trump records could thus be part of the leak. And then I saw you guys mentioning earlier that indeed it's come out. It's only a glimpse. Okay, so this leak, is it going to affect the Orange Menace? The walking human embodiment of all 7 deadly sins. The man who smells of fast food grease and hairspray. The one who walks like a goof because he's got lifts on and a girdle. So it's like one of those women. Did you guys back if you look at around 1900, there was a corset. It was the S corset, and it was called that because the front of it here would push this back, so it would put you at this weird angle. So, I mean, it was very leaning forward, very unnatural. But because of his girdle and the lifts he wears, and his arms don't even hang down like normally; they hang down like this. So he's like walking around in an S corset from 1900. And he thinks it looks good. Tripping over his own tie. Dishes and stitches. I like that. Pluto goes direct in the next few days. Indeed, it goes direct at 2:29 Eastern Time on Wednesday. And it's going to go direct at 24 degrees, 19 minutes of Capricorn. Yeah. So, Panama Papers. Hermit. Four of Wands. That's Trump's Mar-a-Lago. His base of power. 4 of Pentacles. Lack of money. Ace of Cups. The beginning of something very emotional, and it could be energy given to his political enemies. But why is that Hermit there? It was hidden? There might be a little something there. This isn't Major Arcana, though. The Hermit's Major Arcana, but this isn't. There might be a little something. Little Democrats here, get yourself something pretty. Just a little something. Could be. Let's see if I can get more information. Donna says it'll be interesting to see which world leaders, including former presidents, may be in these papers. Yeah. Nanette says Pluto will bring out all that has been hidden in the shadows. Oh, and it's only one of the planets going direct this month. Once the 18th happens and we have all of these planets that are suddenly going for direct again, and then Mercury goes direct, that communication opens up with all this energy. So Yeah. And by the way, on the 18th, Mercury goes direct, right? The same, like all of, I don't know, like 10 hours earlier, Jupiter is going direct. A week earlier, Saturn going direct. Yeah. It's going to be oh so very interesting. Panama Papers. Any more information on the Panama Papers? Whatever is being released. Two of Wands, communication. And it's worldwide. Okay? Page of Swords. Emperor. Knight of Swords. Yeah, there are going to be some people, some very important people are going to have some explaining to do to authorities. So it will be interesting. And there might be something in there on Trump, but we'll see. We'll see. Getting a little something, but I don't know if that I'm getting Panama Papers. This release of papers. Does it affect Trump? Eight of Cups. Well, it's evidence, gathering evidence. It's part of a bigger, it's part of all the evidence collected that's going to be collected against Trump. 10 of Wands, the burden. This feels very heavy. There's the Lovers and Ace of Pentacles. This isn't what brings him down. No, this is, there might be something in there, but the World card is coming. This is coming, but it's not now. The end of the chapter, end of the book, done and dusted. Okay. Okay. 108. Normally I don't read on the royal family that much, but these recent days, weeks, months, I just find myself reading on it, not because I care about the I care more about what it's going to do to legally, and how things are going to play out that way, because the monarchy is a big thing in the UK. So royal insiders are reportedly very worried Prince Harry might name the royal racist in his memoir. I think he should, but is he going to? And if they're not going to hold Prince Andrew accountable, really accountable, then there needs to be some other stuff brought to light. There needs to be some light shone upon what's going on there. You don't get that kind of privilege without scrutiny. We're American. This is kind of what we do. Page of Swords. And before you say, but it's the UK, who cares? Allegedly, Andrew's victim was an American. The main victim, who knows if there are others? We don't know. Page of Swords. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Well, this is the dynasty. Is definitely taking a whack at the dynasty. And he's going to make quite a bit of money from his book. But he's definitely going to be taking a whack at the dynasty. This is who he was. the military son. But he's changing. Hey. Teresa says, and we care whether, whenever there's a victim, no matter where they're from. Oh, I understand. I try to keep it to political stuff. But, okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's go back to Steve Bannon and his idea of shock troops. Could shock the heck out of everybody just if you, like, strip down to a bathing suit. Be like, oh, okay, I'm shocked. Oh. And I'm not saying, oh, he's particularly disgusted. I don't want to see anybody. Seriously, there are like maybe 4 people in the world that I'd be like, oh, wow. If they went to strip down to their underwear, it would be like, wow, that's impressive. But generally, just no. But him, oh, my eyes. 112. Oh, here we go. There it is. Because he's also saying there will be a sweeping victory. Of course, there will, Steve. Dorino, please don't. Steve Bannon predicts a sweeping victory for the MAGA movement in the next elections. Tells NBC that the GOP shock troops need to be prepared to take over. Those are words that won't get you into any trouble. So, shock troops, huh? Why don't you tell us more about this idea of the shock troops? Give us some details. What are you planning? What are you thinking? Oh, see you later, Lanark. King of Pentacles. Oh yeah, he just lets it all hang out. He's Mr. Far right Republican, making his money. Page of Swords, Moon card, little chaos. 7 of Wands on the defensive. What do you mean on the defensive? You mean because people died on January 6th? People were hurt on January 6th? 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, so what is your plan, oh King of the Pentacles? He's going to be on the defensive. Very much on the defensive. And yeah, specifically about, what was it? Predicting a sweeping victory for the MAGA movement in the next elections. Oh, nay, nay. But let's have a look. That was just sitting here. Let's actually read on that. Oh, Dave, red hat shock troopers. Devo, won't be a shock now that we know about it. So, MAGA going to sweep. Oh, wait. So that's different from the shock troops. 15:30. 1:15:30. Okay. So, sweeping victory for MAGA movement in the next elections. Is that going to happen? How are MAGAs going to do in the 2022 midterms? I am so focused on March 23rd, 2023, when Pluto enters Aquarius. That's what I'm just puzzling over. What is that? What's going to lead up to that? Pluto starts plowing that field. What's going to come to light? But for now, 2022 midterm elections, which are like, what, 6 months earlier? Is MAGA going to have their great big, I'm hearing laughing. Seriously. High Priestess. Seems like, it feels like MAGA, a lot of MAGA people are going to not say that they're MAGA people anymore. It feels like. There's a star. There's a lot of air that's going to be cleared. 3 of Cups. A lot of stuff that, and we're going to have some good candidates. And the Sun. This card's in the center. This is Democrats quite pleased, and a definite clearing of the air. This can be a positive card, but it can also be white supremacy. And I'm a little concerned, basically going back underground. It's supposed to be eradicated, which is what should happen, because white supremacy is disgusting. I'm very angry today about a couple of these issues. I have no patience for fascists. None, zero, zip. And I don't even think I was alive during World War II. I think my previous life ended in the mid-30s. Eight of Swords. Legally hemmed in. Do tell. Floating Lotus, with all the Drek you read on, you should keep all your decks in a drawer full of sage. That's where these cards have been. I got a number of these, and there's a box, and this is sitting right in the middle of the box with some crystals. All right, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, well, that would be Republican money, but it's a lack of money on the right. 9 of Pentacles. Why do I have the no money and the sitting pretty cards right next to each other for Republicans? Knight of Swords, aggressive legislation or less aggressive law enforcement. Knight of Cups, Democrats fighting for the country in concert with law enforcement. 2 of Wands, far-right communication. It ends in this fight. Is the word I'm looking for a rout? Where you have the strong and the weak on the right who are in the field milling about, pontificating, and law enforcement and backed by liberals running into that field, and all they're left with is some far right communication online. That doesn't feel like MAGA running the board in 2022. So there's that. Okay, let me see. There's something nicer I can read on. Anybody have any questions that you think would we could leave on a better note? Any ideas? Thank you for being here. I'm not usually an angry person. Believe it or not, I'm really not. I don't want to be. I got stuff to do. Just fascists. They make me crazy. Let's see. People fighting over petrol. Read on Boo Boo's biggest drain. Very much straight off the top of the deck. Four of Cups. It's a refusal. His greatest annoyance in life, his greatest problem in life is his brother. And his brother getting too much attention. That I lavish all this attention on his brother. Knight of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Page of Swords. Let's put it this way. His Sarah, if you go to the Book Art Media Creative Sprints, links in the description. I don't make any money from it. I'm just trying to get people to, express their creative energy in the world. But anyway, Sarah's my best friend. She's heard many, many times. This one, who starts it, and then Pumpkin, Alfie, who finishes it. And she said, his mouth writes checks that his rear end cannot cash. That's what that is. Oh, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. He's very jealous, and that's his biggest thing. Being mad at his brother. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute, Betty. Yes. No. Mm-hmm. Yep. They're territorial, but all right. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much for being here. I will be back here tomorrow. I'm here 365 days of the year. You cannot get rid of me as much as you try. And yeah, it's at the Tone. It will be 1:34 p.m. in Chicago. Ding. At 4 o'clock in Chicago, over on the Book Art Media channel, we do 4 25-minute creative sprints. Just come on over, bring your creative stuff. Doesn't matter. Can be knitting, can be writing, can be painting, can be anything creative. It's good energy to get into the world, and it's good for your health to have a creative outlet. So this is a way to get that into your time, carve that into your time. So that link's in the description. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. And Friday, the 15th, so a week from this coming Friday, on the 15th, I'm actually going to do my normal live stream, and then about an hour later at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be on the way of positive change with Lori. I'm going to be on her channel. So anyway, I'll get you links. Oh, and I am putting up links to future live streams so people can find them. Matter of fact, I put together a post to put on the community page and start doing the links for the week to the live streams that week, so they're easy to access. But as soon as I put it up, it pulled up the image for the link to the first live stream, and then I was like, that's just going to confuse people. So I need to make a little graphic, and I want it to be a little graphic, but YouTube will only it's going to show a square graphic no matter what I do. And now I'm like, okay, then I need to make a square graphic. The days are just packed. Anyway, thank you. Take care. And I will see you either later today, or I will definitely see you tomorrow.